Alright, we got the newly required quad, Yamaha Big Bear 350. This is a two-wheel drive. This is the 1997 350. Full reverse, high-low. Speedometer broke at 686 miles. I don't know how much it has on it now. Got the old balloon tires on it. I remember these in the magazines when I was a kid. Dirt wheels and 4-wheel action. Anyways, I got a good deal on it. Be a good little run around quad for the cabin. Missing a few screws. I think this was for the 4-wheel drive where the shifter was. Front rack's gone, but that's okay. Here's tires. What are they, Maxxis? Yeah, I remember seeing these. I think they're called Vampires or something. Maxxis Vampires. They don't really have too many tires offered in that size anymore. You can get like some generic knobbies or Kenda got this, they're called the Scorpions. Those are from back in the day too. You can still get them. I put some rear tires on it. Anyways, what we're gonna do today, never had a Yamaha quad before. I've always had Hondas. I don't think I ever had a Yamaha quad. I had a Yamaha dirt bike. Oh, we're gonna need a screwdriver to get in here. But anyways, we're gonna change the air filter today. Let's start this thing up. It does make a little noise once it warmed up. I don't know if valves need to be adjusted or it might be the cam chain. It's got an automatic adjuster on there, but maybe the chain stretched so far it's not working as it should. But it's not real loud, but it makes a little bit of noise. Let's hear it. Really low, I noticed that even in high range. You hit fifth gear pretty quick. It's a little tappy. I might check the valves one day. But let's get to the air filter here. Oh yeah, and the other thing I did was put a new battery. And then the terminals are all gone, so I put new terminals, replaced one of the wires. Let's get this air box lid off. Do I want to do it the old school way or want to get my power tools? I think they're under this. That back fell off under here with all of my tools. This thing, I've been doing a bunch of work to it slowly. I haven't been recording it, it kind of stopped. But got this bad boy on there now. Go to power drive. It's got spot lock with the remote and all that good stuff. Alright, here's my tool bag. It's hot. Of course, what I need is way down there. thing off. Man, it's hot today. Everything's hot. It's hot. Hot plastic, hot metal. This is disgusting. See, you get a better look in there. This is why we're changing the air filter. Look at this thing. This quad's got some weird volcanic red dirt all over it. It's hard to get off. Let's see how this is in here. Like I said, I usually have Honda quads. This is definitely different. It just sits in here, okay? Literally just sits in there. And there's a slat here to hold it down here. And these parts hold it down to that. Okay. Well, it's kind of... If it works, it works, though, I guess. Like I said, I've always had Honda quads usually, so they got a good old hose clamp that holds them on usually. I guess it doesn't matter what side, it's both the same. That's weird. Just, bro, there's no way that gets a good seal right there. Look at this thing, especially with this little foamy thing. I hope the new filter came with a new one. Otherwise, I might have to come up with something. I don't feel like that's going to make a good seal. Anything's going to be better than this thing. It's caked on there. Alright, here's a new filter. Twin air. Looks like you slip it over the existing cage. You have to oil these. So what I do, I just put a little pour in the bag it comes with, let it soak up, twist it, squinch it up in there a few times. Yeah, air filter oil. This happens to be Maxima. And then wring it out, not wring it out, but then squish it up here in the bag and get all the excess out. We'll still work this in a little bit more, but my dirty hands from that old filter are getting on here. Should probably put some gloves on. We also have an oil filter for the Big Bear. And some oil. And all the other stuff from my other 800 projects I got going on right now. But that'll be another video. So let's get this air filter in. Alright, we're just going to wring this thing out a little bit more. Whoops. Kind of blot it with the paper towel here. Work it in. Don't want too much because it'll hurt the airflow, and too little will let stuff pass through. So this was white, and then the oil has a dye in it, so I just want to get it kind of even as possible. Just keep working it in. We'll get the old one here. Let's see how this does. I think we just twist this. That comes off. This is hammered. Get this nasty filter off of here. This is red. I wonder if it was a uni filter. This might be a uni filter on here. Oh yeah, this thing's nasty. this away. Dirty hands are gonna get this thing all ugly already. Slide the new one over it. Like so. Dirty hands are hammering this thing already. This is some wild dirt road where they rode this thing. I've never seen one so caked on. It's so such stubborn dirt. Look at this shit. It's like a red volcanic clay. I think their place was in Amador County. This shit is ridiculous. Alright, good enough for this beater quad. Oh, we gotta find that little guy down here. Where'd you go? There you are. Yes. Alright, that's it. Put this guy back in there and fire it up. Everything is so dirty. Alright, got her tucked back down in there. Cleaned out the air box. Somewhat, good enough. Shit's stubborn. This is a 97. And I'm just gonna say it, I had a 98 Honda, and just from messing with this thing, I think the Honda is a superior machine so far. I remember like reading in the magazines back in the day when I was a kid that these the Honda, they didn't have enough suspension travel, and you know the suspension is always better on the Yamahas. They had more travel and better, but I don't. This thing is. I feel like the Honda had a better suspension, even though it may have had less travel. From like I remember reading back in the day, this thing kind of beats you up. I took it over some whoops and little jumps and stuff. But I don't know. That's it for the air filter. Let's start this thing up. Maybe it wants some choke. Maybe not. Should breathe a lot better with that new filter. That's for sure. Alright. Let's see. So what else we're gonna do? Yeah, used to have a little bog if you hammered the throttle like that. Not anymore. So stay tuned because we're gonna change the oil on this. What else are we gonna do? Probably check the valves, see if that gets rid of that clacking noise. I hope so. I hope it's not the timing chain or the cam chain. Other than that, we're just gonna ride this thing. It's a cool little cheap beater quad. Takes me back to my childhood. Alright, if you want to see the more work on this thing and engines and whatnot, keep checking out the channel.